Well, Happy New Year's and welcome one and all to another episode of our show Solutionaries here on Regen Media TV. I'm your host, Michael DiMartino. Happy to be here and happy to feel really inspired about all the potential and possibilities in the upcoming year of 2026. And part of that is bringing sustainable, regenerative, and health-centric solutions to people and planet. So today I'm going to be talking with and interviewing, getting some more information and insight to the genius of Sunny Thermal technology that offers a very amazing cutting edge and innovative technology for homeowners. And we'll jump right into it. So I know she's there in California, and I'd like to welcome to the show today Susan Bloomquist from Sunny Thermal. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for the interview.
So, if you could, just for a moment, tell us a little bit about who Susan Bloomquist is and what you do or what you've done to kind of bring you to this point, and then we're going to jump into Sunny Thermal and give people some amazing insight on this innovative product.
Excellent. Well, my history is in permaculture. I started by learning, getting a certificate from Scott Pittman at the Seeds of Change Farm in New Mexico. And this was a journey that began much earlier when I have been a gardener and a home, the Seth Holmgren style gardening, where you take a house and you use the watering system that's already there and you turn it into something that's edible gardens. So in my edible gardens journey, there in Colorado, there was 1 week that everything would die. And that's where the journey at Sunny Thermal began.
Amazing. And then that helped you, I guess you connected with one of the original founders of this technology called Sunny Thermal. Share a little bit about how that happened, and then we'll dive into kind of get the nuts and bolts of what Sunny Thermal is.
The inventor of this collector is Gary DuChateau. And he was in South Dakota and the power would go out all the time. So he needed to keep his family warm, and he knew about solar hot air, and he knew about all the faulty issues with solar hot air. And so for many years, he spent his time developing the collector that has no seals, so it doesn't break, and it's very dependable and lives on and on and on, probably longer than the building, quite frankly. So it's made of simple materials. Gary DuChateau is in Colorado now, and I was a dealer for Sunny Thermal at Central Solar Inc. In Colorado.
Right, and that's how we connected. I know you were working on acquiring a warehouse space in the Boulder area where you're going to be offering this technology. And of course, in Colorado, it gets pretty cold, but we also get lots of harnessable sun. And you were working on a whole warehouse for Sunny Thermal and various types of natural building materials. And where are you these days?
I am in Lake County, California, but we will still be opening in Colorado, but back in Boulder, Colorado, because we have a lot of contacts there, and we have a lot of these systems actually in operation. So Gary at Central Solar Inc. was selling solar hot air with a blower, and that works. And probably all those systems are still working. Mine are.
Wow.
But when COVID hit, everything collapsed. And so during the time when we were Central Solar, there was one project, and it was a greenhouse. And that greenhouse is located up in Bailey, Colorado, which is 8,400 feet above sea level, and I guarantee you it gets cold. So she called him and said, "Could you just fix my greenhouse?" And what Gary did is he went there and he put the collectors on the greenhouse. You can see the 6 of them in a single row there. And then he attached the 6 green collectors with a blower to rocks, a granite rock system. So he just stuck a big box of granite rocks in there and blew hot air through it. And because the collectors are so efficient and they don't lose heat, even during the deep winter, they were able to blow hot air anytime the sun was shining, and that was sufficient to keep the soil warm, and the rocks created a stable temperature. And what he did in 2013 was put a temperature data collector inside the rock box. And this was the only one that was in existence. So from that data, I realized that there was something going on with the rocks.
Amazing. So, what we see behind you is one of those panels. Is that correct?
This is the collector right here. It's
Mm,
2 feet by 2 feet and it sticks out 3 inches. So that makes it a acceptable siding as a permitted. So anybody who wants to put it on their building, it's permitted as siding. And then the rocks that we heat using this collector, because we know this collector will heat the rocks to emission temperature.
wow.
This is very important. Everybody would like hot rocks, but how do you
Right.
get them? You need to
Right.
get them hot. Are you going to spend the electricity? Not worth it. Are you going
Well,
to spend gas to get them hot? Not worth it. Solar gain. These stick vertically on an exterior wall in solar gain. Just that solar gain on the exterior wall will heat the rocks to emission temperature. The emission will influence the rest of the building.
incredible. I know, of course, a lot of people do natural building and do passive solar with glass, southern facing just for radiant heat. But this is kind of a solar heating, solar energy on really on steroids with these collectors and then heating the
Concentrate.
rocks. Yeah,
Concentrate.
amazing.
You take the same technology and we shoved it into a little panel just like that. Now these panels attach to one another so that you can follow the solar gain either in a long pattern or tall pattern. It just depends on um, your application. And that's when the builders come into play so that it's better when builders are there to help you put this on. But pretty much anybody could put it on their house that is a handyman. It's a very simple technology and there's no moving parts. All the mechanical features are actually in the granite rocks.
Yeah, and like you said, there's working models right now in Colorado. It's not like this is kind of a new technology, but there are working prototypes and models, and it's functional. So where are you now in the business? Are you going to be bringing these for distribution? Are you working with builders? Are you looking for investment? What's kind of the next few months or so of Sunny Thermal look like ideally for you?
Sunny Thermal is now preparing to go into a warehouse in Boulder, Colorado, and work with builders in different guilds and also in the passive solar industry. We'll be putting our collectors up on passive solar sites. We'll be putting our collectors up on um, greenhouse stabilizer. So it's a greenhouse stabilizer, not a heater. It's a stabilizer. Once the collector gets the granite rocks hot, it's a dry heat that does not exceed 99 degrees. And I have data to show that. And
Hmm.
that's the key. When it's really hot, even in a greenhouse, hot and humid, this collector heats rocks, dry, stable heat between 60 and 99 degrees. And that heat affects the building, the soil, the air, the plants. Everybody likes it. And so it's an extremely good technology to apply in greenhouses, retrofits, passive solar. It's just condensed passive solar. So if you don't
Hmm.
really have the space or the place to put in a big passive solar system, it's very small. You can put in a single collector with the rock box behind it, two of them together, three together. They really work. And so we're going into the Boulder warehouse. We are going on both of those markets. And we do need some investment to get started.
Okay, and if someone was interested in contacting you, do you have a website or more information that people could learn more about Sunny Thermal?
Solarheatedrocks.com.
There
I'm
you
going to show
go.
you this. So this is our, you basically can see that there's the collector and the rocks. Let's see if I can get that better. See the guy putting the rocks in the box. It's stable temperature. Then you take that whole thing and put it into your wall in solar gain, and you have Instafix. And it dries the wood and it resists the rust in steel because it's dry heat and it's constant every single day.
And you're saying you're using granite, not like volcanic rocks or anything.
We use a specific size of granite rocks that we researched on how much time that it takes to absorb and how much time it takes to emit because we wanted a 24-hour cycle. We've done a lot of research and we've done a lot of testing and we've done a lot of put this out in the market and we've never had anybody return one.
Amazing. Well, I have to say it's such a advanced and innovative technology, but really kind of harnessing nature's intelligence, using the sun, using stone, these collectors that you have, and it seems like for anyone that has a sunny environment, this is a great way to keep your utility bills down, heat the home, not have to have more of an electric draw, and to and also save money. And it seems like it's probably a fairly affordable technology. Is that
It's
correct?
very affordable. Hmm.
Amazing.
And if we can just get into business, we will be on markets immediately, and we can. There's no difficulty in making them. The one of the genius of the collector is the simplicity in making them, so that we can have pods in Lake County, in Boulder, Colorado. There's supposed to be one in Michigan and possibly one in Lahaina, Hawaii, and hopefully in many, many other places. We hope to work with builders who will have their own assembly unit. And we will just simply ship them the things they need to put together so that they can make their own collectors and put them in their projects. So that when the end consumer actually just walks in, they're just wowed by the comfort and the excellence of the feeling, the conducive to life, simple technology, conducive to life.
Right. And
That's great.
it also seems like this company and your model could help create these kind of assembly, manufacturing hubs that also will help different regions for economic development and potentially bring jobs. Is that correct?
Not only jobs, it will increase the availability for retrofit. So this is a very simple retrofit. And so if you're a handyman, you've got a job. I mean, one single collector on one of those small rooms in a mobile home makes a real difference. And we also have this other product, which is a very small movable greenhouse. And you want seeds, you want things to survive over the winter, you want fresh greens, you want orchids. It all grows in that thing. I've been growing in it since 2015.
Wow.
No bugs, no bugs, no rust, no icky.
Incredible. Well, I'm definitely anxious. I know we have a mutual colleague, Professor Alan Troutner from Green to Gold,
Mhm.
and I'm really looking forward to when you open up shop in Boulder. I definitely know a lot of builders and natural builders here in southern Colorado, Crestone and Paonia and the Durango area and in my
Yes.
neighborhood. So really looking forward to kind of you getting set up shop and opening up the potential and bringing this incredible, innovative, nature-based technology to people in benefit of the planet. So any last thoughts before we conclude our time together today?
That's fun. People could really consider that, yes, a granite rock, which seems so common, has real qualities. If you pick up a granite rock on a hot day, it's really quite nice in your hand. Everyone has that experience. And so we simply took that technology and we condensed it and we simplified it and we made it into something really easy for everybody to use and very inexpensive.
Amazing.
So
Well, I've
we hope to
actually,
be on the market very soon.
well, it's interesting because I've actually experienced hot rock therapy before, where people lay granite rocks, hot stones on the body for relaxation. So once again, we turn towards nature's intelligence to help bring us some of these sustainable and green solutions for people and planet. So, Susan, I'd like to thank you again for taking some time today as we enter into 2026, a year full of optimism, the year of the fire horse of leadership, and people I know are looking for regenerative and sustainable solutions and change, because we can't continue on the path that we have been. It have been for many years. It's kind of becoming very much an old paradigm. So thank you for your time, and we'll look forward to chatting with you in the future. And great success for you and Sunny Thermal in 2026.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you for the interview.
I want to thank everyone for tuning in to another amazing moments with another innovator, luminary and solutionary with Susan Bloomquist and Sunny Thermal here on Regen Media TV.